Yo guys, what up? Welcome back, YouTube fam. SatireSage here. Welcome back to the council. Not really gonna talk too much. Let's just get right into the game, guys. Hope everyone's having a great morning. Had a good breakfast, solid, ready to rock and roll, guys. Okay, so it looks like we gotta investigate Adam's death. She obviously got killed by someone. Someone stabbed her 9 times, and we're currently in her room. Let's go ahead and get this investigation started, guys. Let's get it. What the hell?
Has finished with this room?
Get out of
No,
here!
I
Why are
haven't
you
gone
even
over
here?
everything yet. Sir may take his time. When sir would like to leave, sir has only to tell me.
I don't need to tell you nothing. Be gone! Just kidding. Anyways, let's see what's here.
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father.
Oh, her father is the only person that cared about her.
P.S. Don't hold it against your mother. She still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
She did. She died, bruh. That's crazy, man. This girl really was lonely. Oh my lord. Look at the walls. All occult symbols. Alright. What's in here?
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
I don't think I have that. Ugh, I hate the fact that I don't have any more, Oh, I do! Yes! Let's get it! Thank you, Royal Jelly.
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
Yes, sir. Ooh. Thank you. Letter too as well.
An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible.
Science level 1. Well, I did unlock a cult, and it's only costing 1 point, so let's do it.
Feet and hands are bound. A piece of cloth in the mouth prevents the tongue from being sectioned. It looks like preparation for an exorcism.
Oh my.
Is Elizabeth really possessed?
Elizabeth Adams immunity. Let's go and take it. So was she really possessed? What? Oh my lord, she looks freaky. Let's continue to explore the room first, guys. Then we'll get to her body right now.
Clock stopped at 3:54.
That's a dead hour.
Smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime.
3:54 p.m. Got it. No, 3:54 a.m. So that's a dead hour. That's creepy. We'll get into that right now.
Vials of laudanum.
Laudanum? Is it laudanum from what's that game? Amnesia?
The label shows that this laudanum comes straight from America. I wonder if Washington's involved.
Oh lord. I'm not a science guy, so I don't even have the points for it either. Hold on. Devil's Horn, it's full. I don't need to use it. I'll get into the murder scene right now, guys. Oh, Royal Jelly! I love it. Oh boy, it's pentagram.
Pentagram? What the hell's been going on here?
Examine the symbol. It's free, why not?
Contrary to what most people believe, the pentagram's not there to conjure up, I don't know what evil or demonic creature. With the point toward the top, the pentagram is an ancient symbol of protection against evil.
Conviction.
Many esoteric rituals are based on this shape. Could Elizabeth have been sacrificed during an occult ritual?
My lord. Well, let's see.
I wonder if Elizabeth's death has anything at all to do with this pentagram. If a ritual went wrong and degenerated, Elizabeth would probably have been killed in the center of the pentagram, not 3 meters from here. That's strange.
Good to know. But why draw the pentagram in the first place, you know?
Carmelite water will give me a little reprieve.
It will.
A notebook, written in Elizabeth's handwriting. It is written in a mix of several languages. Not too easy to work out.
I don't have that unlocked yet. Oh, I don't have any of these unlocked yet. Dang it! So we still got to unlock erudition and linguistics. Dang it. I don't have any of those unlocked yet. Can I unlock them right now? Let me see. So we got... see, in linguistics, not even unlocked. And, oh, we haven't even unlocked this yet. Damn. We need to unlock those, guys.
August 24th, 1792. Elizabeth, I'm driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you. But they still remain unanswered. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me, please.
Wow.
Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. That horrible woman came again yesterday. She spent a long time speaking with Father.
Uh-oh.
I didn't understand everything because they spoke in French, but I'm sure they were talking about you.
Alright.
August 24th.
Oh, got that already. Let me get this first.
August 24th.
Oh, that's what I just read. 5 circles shaped key. Oh, well, okay.
June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last. Right soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want.
Oh, her family did love her. Her sisters and her father. Dang, dude. That's sad, bro.
August 24th.
Okay, I read that one.
30 November, 1791. My dear sister, the cancellation of our reunion hit me like a stab to the heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but I can't help but blame him. He claims that your condition is worsened and that it could be dangerous for both of us if we met. If only I knew where you were, believe me, I'd be at your side. I haven't received any news from you
Oh, wow.
in a long time. Please write. Your loving sister, Abigail.
There's a talisman.
Yes. I hope you like the enclosed talisman.
What talisman? We'll find it. There it is. Well, that's a pistol. Found the murdering
Pistol?
weapon.
Fairly new, I'd say. And judging by the weight of it, fairly light.
Examine the firearm.
A tribute engraved on the barrel. To the liberators of France. There's a few dried traces of blood on the grip. Difficult to know for sure how they got there. It's extremely well maintained. The barrel is perfectly clean. It isn't loaded, and well, there's no traces of gunshot residue. I'd conclude that it hasn't been used recently.
Okay. Now what is it doing in there?
Right. I shall have to find its owner. Piece of fabric. High quality at that. I'd say it's silk.
Silk.
Going by the texture and the gray hue, it must come from a dress, that kind that women of quality wear.
Color doesn't correspond to Emily's black outfits, and Elizabeth doesn't have anything quite like this in her wardrobe.
Let's take a closer look. It's a little dirty. It must come from the bottom of the dress where it touches the ground. I recognize that moire pattern. It's the same as the travel dress my mother was wearing when she left. But why the hell did she come into this room?
Oh. So that's our mother's piece of cloth. She didn't like the bed, I guess. I'm not gonna ask what's there. So we checked that whole area there. Unfortunately, I can't unlock any textbook language because... Hold on. Something there. What's this?
A novel of the initiation of a young woman.
What is this? An aviation of a young woman. What is it
Light
called?
Society.
Evelina. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Etiquette. Oh, how's our etiquette? Logic, vigilance, questioning, etiquette. Oh, we have etiquette unlocked. Good. But we still need to unlock linguistics and erudition as well. Yeah, so erudition and linguistics. So I do have books on those, which is good. Psychology was okay, it was immune to her. Empathetic. So we're actually really nice. We have that skill. Good to know though. Alright, here we go. First, let me see this right here.
Blood spatter indicates that the murderer must have held Elizabeth upright during the attack. Even if Elizabeth wasn't very big, I doubt she wouldn't have put up a struggle. It takes tremendous strength to overpower someone like that.
Tremendous strength, you say, huh? Well, here we go. Analyze. Oh, I can't. I don't have any more stuff.
The lower part of the handle is unsullied by blood. The murderer gripped the weapon so tight that there's no blood where he held it. The handprint indicates a small and slender hand. The blade is short and thin. Well sharpened, apparently. It's covered in blood. Still fresh.
I have no more points, so I can't analyze that part.
Knocked over bottle of wine. Same thing Elizabeth served me last night. Still just as disgusting. I don't know what's happened to this wine, but it's undrinkable.
Cure? What is that shit? Poison, maybe? Sorry for cussing, but I think that's poison, dude. Oh gosh.
The girl bled to death. Whoever left that footprint has boats for feet. That's at least a size 15. Where's a size like that here? Peru? Washington, maybe.
Could be Washington. Could have been Washington. What is that? Oh, okay, that's what I just did.
Girl bled to death.
Yeah.
Whoever left that footprint has boats for feet. That's at least a size 15. Where's a size like that here? Peru? Washington, maybe.
Okay. This is next, right here. Oh my gosh.
numerous marks on the body. She must have fought like a lion. It couldn't have happened without a lot of noise. There are also a number of old scars. People who scar themselves in this way generally do so to relieve some kind of psychological suffering. By trying to master the pain, they establish their self-control. The scars are superficial and were made several years ago. She wasn't trying to take her own life. Scarring, ugh. Scarring isn't very regular, but they're mostly from old cuts.
So she cut herself a lot.
She had the Sigillum de Ameth tattooed on her, the symbol of the living God, written in the language of angels, according to believers. It is rare for someone to know about symbols like this at her age, unless her mother was a tutor.
It's too bad I don't have these unlocked. Dang it.
I count no fewer than 9 wounds on the thorax, with a lot of blood. On first sight, I'd say that's what caused her death. Some of these tattoos are veritable works of... What's that? The skin between her breasts is different. Bloody hell! This tattoo was drawn on a page of leather and stitched onto her skin. Probably during childhood. If the scars are anything to go by. It's the same kind of tattoo as on the rest of her body.
Poor thing, man. This woman really suffered.
I see no sign of bruising on the skull. The only clue is a scar from a previous craniectomy. Poor Elizabeth, she must have been very young when she went through all that. That's torture. She also has old scars around the neck, and maybe mutilations.
Poor thing.
She bled from the nose.
I can't.
What a strange smell. No wounds, but blood on the right hand. Nothing on the left except that tattooed symbol. This pinnacle's a trap. The wearers of the pinnacle thought that they were protected from evil by surrounding it inside the different circles of the pinnacle. Blood, but no trace of blows on the legs. More tattoos, similar to those on the rest of her body.
Let's see, what's the most expensive one?
No sign of bruising on the skull. The only clue is a scar from a previous craniectomy. Poor Elizabeth, she must have been very young when she went through all that. That's torture. She also has old scars around the neck, and maybe mutilations.
Turn to the body, upper body.
I count no fewer than 9 wounds on the thorax, with a lot of blood. On first sight, I'd say that's what caused her death.
There we go. Observe the wound, examine the wounds. Let me see.
The wounds are clean and look like they've been inflicted by a sharp object. Some of the lacerations have damaged vital organs, the heart, the right lung, which is perforated. Most of them weren't given with much force. She might even have survived. but the stab in the heart, though not all that deep, sealed their fate.
Man, it's crazy. I wish I had more points. Dang it.
Has finished with this room?
Do you know who could have made such a mess of this room?
Miss Adams, sir. We were given orders to leave the room as it was, so as not to rush her.
Did she have a fight with someone to get the room into this state?
Not that I know of, sir. Miss Adams would sometimes throw a tantrum, during which she would destroy anything that came to hand. Lord Mortimer told us not to enter the room.
Thanks for that information.
You are welcome, sir. Has finished with this room?
I know enough now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Very well, sir.
I don't have nothing else we can do.
Whenever need be.
I can't.
shall guard the door.
Oh, whenever I need to come back. Cool. Alright, well I need to get more points, man, because I need them. I have none. Okay. It says investigate Adam's death, so it's gotta be something else we missed. Besides that gun. You know?
A notebook, written in Elizabeth's handwriting. It is written in a mix of several languages. Not too easy to work out.
Yeah, I need more points. Collector coins. Thank you for that. Maybe there's something I missed.
The clock stopped at 3:54.
If it was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime.
Okay. Gotta be something I missed here. Got the letter already, read that part. Got all those done. Got that done. We're full on Devil's Horn. Seen all those. Seen the pistol. Can I take it?
A pistol? Fairly new, I'd say. And judging by the weight of it, fairly light.
Why can't I take it?
Right. I shall have to find its owner.
Let's go talk to George Washington if we see him. I think we might have to talk to George Washington. Because as of right now, I don't know. I don't have any more points to identify anything. Yeah. We're not stuck, but we gotta find George Washington. And we could talk to everyone again, I think.
Monsieur Johann van Volner.
Maybe he's in here. Ooh, what's that? There we go. Oh, erudition. Cool.
Honey. I couldn't have hoped for better.
I love honey.
The Sorrows of Young Werther. There's a handwritten text signed by von Werner on this first page. Dear Elizabeth, I know that this book is but a small token compared to the delightful moments you gave me, but I hope that this will nonetheless keep the memory alive. Your ever-obedient servant. So, Volner had a relationship with Elizabeth. But that's hardly surprising given his fondness for the occult.
Oh, I don't think I was able to come in here last time. Now we're getting somewhere.
The signs of obscurantism.
Yeah, I don't think we were allowed to come in last time.
Chinese coin.
More collector coins.
Golden elixir.
Okay.
A chest locked with a 4-letter code. Surely a word close to the owner's heart.
Oh, I don't know. Z? Wait. No idea. We'll come back to that one.
The alchemist is a young man.
Aha! I haven't talked to him last time.
Amber.
One more to go.
The alchemist is an old man.
More collector coins.
What can I do for you, de Richet?
Monsieur, Lord Mortimer has appointed me to investigate the tragedy that befell us last night.
Oh, yes. It's horrible. Yes. How can I help, monsieur?
Excuse me for asking, but did you know Miss Adams?
Oh, she... not really, to tell the truth. No.
I found the Werther dedication, signed by your hand, monsieur. Would you like to change your version now?
Be careful, de Richet. Don't push your luck. My relationship with Miss Adams was pure, and has nothing to do with you. Well, continue playing the detective as you see fit. But if I find the bastard who did that to Elizabeth, I will...
Yes! I would have preferred a simple response, but I see I have my answer now.
Okay. Dang, I only have one thing left. Level 2, difficulty level 1. Psychology level 2.
I get the impression that your romance was over. Am I right?
So? What does it matter to you? I would never have attacked her, if that's what you're insinuating.
Who put an end to the relationship? You or her?
It was her. It was her. But what does that matter? We both agreed.
Please, tell me a little more about the nature of your relationship.
That is a personal matter, monsieur.
Yes, that is true. So, tell me.
All right. It was passion. That's why we couldn't stay together. It scared her.
That's it, huh?
Where were you last night?
In my room. I read a few ancient manuscripts before going to bed. But I didn't stay up long. I was tired.
Thank you kindly.
Dang, I don't have any more. What is this? Vulnerabilities? No, I'm okay.
We finished. I'll have a look around and then take my leave.
Do whatever you have to do.
Let's go. Need more royal jelly. I do not have it, unfortunately. Can I go up? What's up here? Oh. Okay. That's the Padre. Let's go back down. Okay. Let's go back down real quick. Oh, I can't go down. Okay. Well, we're staying here.
Sir Jacques Peru?
Is he still? Oh, can't enter there. What's in here? Oh, it's this guy. Nope, Devil's Thorn, still full.
Monsieur de Richet, please be quick. We are both very busy.
As any good soldier would, I imagine you own a firearm. May I see it?
Oh, well, if you really want to, here is my pistol. Don't worry, it is not loaded.
Do you have several of these?
In Corsica, oui, but not on me when I am traveling. Only a bandit would carry such an arsenal.
Thank you.
Well, have we finished, monsieur?
Exactly. Thanks again for all your answers. Good day.
So no. Read that already. I came through here. Yeah, I checked everything here.
There's just one holster in Bonaparte's gear, and the pistol is missing. On the other hand, his cleaning equipment is in mint condition. That's typical of the soldier in him.
I think we gotta check in with George Washington. Could have been George Washington. I mean, he is pretty quiet. He's good in politics, but sometimes the most quietest are the most deadliest, if that makes any sense.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
No, he's good. Hold on. It could be either a soldier or it could be George Washington. And we shall see. This is me, I think.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
He's upstairs. What's in here? Can't go in there. This is it right here, George Washington.
President George Washington.
Where are you, good sir?
Greetings, Louis.
Were you aware that Elizabeth took laudanum?
Yes, she came to ask me for some. She had finished her reserve, I believe.
Did she tell you why she was so desperate to get some, Mr. President?
She said she had terrible migraines that wouldn't go away.
More likely for the voices she heard, not the migraines. Tell me, Mr. President, had you spoken to Elizabeth since your arrival? You know her father. You thought she was dead.
No, I didn't. And I believe I'll be taking my remorse with me to my grave. I wanted to, but I didn't know where to begin.
You can't blame yourself. Were you aware that Elizabeth took laudanum?
Yes, she came to ask me for some. She had finished her reserve, I believe.
Do you take it regularly, Mr. President?
Unfortunately, I do, Louis. I still suffer from a terrible toothache, and it's not likely to get any better.
It's just for that, then?
Old age, my young friend. I don't wish it upon you, but you'll soon see. At my age, it's rare to have no problems in that domain.
And do you take a lot?
A moderate amount, Louis. Only the dosage indicated on the prescription of my doctor.
I shan't keep you any longer, Mr. President.
Feel free, Louis. If there's anything I can do, just ask.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Man. I can't go outside either. Dang. I'm stuck because I don't have enough points. And this is Miss Adams. Can't go down. The only thing we could do is go up.
Monsieur Johann van Volner.
No. Yeah, the only thing we could do now is go up. Can't go down. And I can't go... What's here?
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Yes, I just talked to him. Okay. I'm going in circles. I gotta go up. Where is the way up? Here it is. I believe that's it. That's all that we have.
I've come to speak about the findings of the investigation, my lord.
I'm listening, Louis.
Will you remind me of the facts we already know about?
Elizabeth Adams was killed last night, but Piaggi was with Holm and I until late at night. As for Bonaparte and Washington, they left us after midnight, both tired.
I'm sorry, my lord, but I don't have any evidence conclusive enough to allow me to name the culprit with certitude.
Really? I see. Well, that's your decision, Louis, and I accept it. Given the distinguished guests and the sensitive political issues involved at the conference, I trust you'll leave me to conclude the case in my own way. Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
She seems to be making every effort to steer clear of your guests.
What do you mean?
For the past few weeks, my mother's been playing cat and mouse, if you will. I don't know why, but it wouldn't surprise me to learn that she's trying to avoid someone. The question is, who?
And in your opinion, would she be the cat or the mouse?
I'd like to answer the cat, but unfortunately I'm increasingly worried that she's in fact the mouse.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason why my mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities, and yours, in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the cannon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me. Did my mother intend to finance a war? I'm not sure that I follow.
No, your mother's aim was not so much to partake in a war, but rather to make Monsieur Bonaparte accountable. France is in turmoil, and having the support of a military man can often come in handy, Louis. You'll see. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play, and I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much. In this way, you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what is said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
If only my mother had trusted me, but she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Is this usual for her?
As head of the Order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's the first
She didn't tell us
time she
nothing.
hasn't let me in on the reason for her trip.
We don't know
And
anything yet,
it intrigues
guys.
me, to tell you the truth.
Well, I'm sure that Sarah will explain everything once she reappears. There's something I still don't get. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
Dang, that's a good question. She might have discovered something. Maybe she... No.
Maybe she found something out.
What do you mean?
My mother has a gift for investigating. If she had picked up a lead, nothing would have stopped her.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
Enough about her. What of her disappearance? Did you speak... What did you speak about together?
You seem to know my mother very well, my lord. What did you talk about together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we liked to share points of view about practically any subject. We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the Treaty of Jassy, or the adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
Yes.
The armistice between the Russians and the Turks. Russia's come out of it having officially won Crimea, which gives it direct access to the Black Sea.
And, at the same time, the Mediterranean Sea. I'm worried about the decisions Tsarina Catherine might decide to take. She's a woman who managed to get rid of her husband to accede to the upper reaches of power. Gaining access to the Mediterranean Sea remains her main objective. When she still had that dear Potemkin as her lover, I could always find out about her intentions, but those days are over.
You're speaking of Grigory Alexandrovich Potemkin?
The very man. The little devil behind the mother of all Russians. Since his death, I know absolutely nothing of what the Tsarina is up to.
Oh, really?
Ah, yes. I didn't mean to shock you. Please forgive me. Let's just say that, in my position, it is often advantageous to know about the habits and customs of world leaders.
I'm surprised she didn't get you started on the Crusades. It was her favorite subject.
Are you joking? Sarah and I spent entire days together reliving them. It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the third. My ancestor distinguished himself brilliantly during the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Interesting. Dang it. I really got to unlock that chat. Rendition.
Unfortunately, my lord, the Crusades are not my chosen field.
Well, it doesn't matter. You have plenty of time to learn. Your mother is a very well-read woman. You're quite lucky to have her as a model, Louis.
Yes, I know, but I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there are worse things to worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once.
Oh.
Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol.
So it was real.
Before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
Wow.
I beg your pardon? Hang on.
That was a vision he saw.
It was actually happening inside the manor.
Oh, wow.
Shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that?
Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me
Something deeper is going on this island,
the day
man.
came when she purely and simply disappeared.
There's no reason for her just to disappear like that.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
Box room.
The room was just opposite Mortimer's study.
Go to the tower room? Where is that? Oh, is this it right here? Yep, this is it. Look for clues. Jelly.
There are burnt papers in the chimney. There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says, we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be? Who could she
Good to know.
be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
Faith, a man with the sword. Okay, good to know. Collector coins.
Dante's Paradise.
Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
Okay.
What is this disc?
Oh, that reminds me of the ones my mother collects. It's magnetic.
Take it. Magnetic disc, huh?
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio. Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
I can't. Oh, nice. What's in here? It's locked.
The door appears to be locked on the other side.
Consult my notes. We must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. That's a spear. That's not a sword.
There are burnt papers in the chimney.
We just got that.
There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting.
Yeah.
She says, we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be? Who could she be suspicious of? I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there. The door appears to be locked on the other side.
Let's try it again. Oh!
I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like a key falling to the floor.
Use the disc!
We'll see if it works.
Yes, sir! Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's go.
St. Paul painted by Guido Rini. St. Paul is shown holding a sword. Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. I don't know, what does that mean?
Not yet. Hold on.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
What's this?
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
7? Ooh. Nope. Can't do that yet.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Rini. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Collector coins.
The New Testament. This book is incredibly precious. I believe this is the book my mother referred to when calling upon the Lord. A volume of the Gutenberg Bible. I guess I'll just come back later.
Yeah, hold on. Cool.
Painting of Saint Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni.
Okay. It's pretty light there. Okay. Underline 2-2, right?
Follow peace with all men, and holiness, without which no man shall see the Lord.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back to the beginning. Stop
I
reading.
guess I'll just come back later.
Let me check this this print here. Okay, here we go.
Saint Paul painted by Guido Reni. So we have the figure 11 twice underlined, and a story of a group of pilgrims who it looks like Paul is speaking to.
Group of pilgrims.
Maybe it's a code. There must be a connection. A text on Paul must be somewhere, and it must be associated with the figure 11. But what's the story with these pilgrims? I mean, a connection with the figure, maybe?
Pilgrims. Text from Paul. Go back to the beginning.
I guess I'll just come back later.
Pilgrims, Paul. Let me see.
Saint Paul painted by So we have the figure 11 twice underlined, and a story of a group of pilgrims who it looks like Paul is speaking to. Maybe it's a code. There must be a connection. A text on Paul must be somewhere, and it must be associated with the figure 11. But what's the story with these pilgrims? I mean, a connection with the figure, maybe?
Let me see. Hold on. You come here.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Damascus.
St. Paul is the only saint to be presented twice in these paintings, contrary to the other apostles. How come? A fierce opponent of the first Christians, St. Paul is suddenly struck by the call of Jesus Christ and converts. It's the best known conversion in Christian history, which teaches us that even enemies of Christ can be saved, and even become his greatest apostles after finding faith. From what I can recall, the account of his conversion can be found in the epistles to the Galatians, the Philippians, the Corinthians, and the Acts of the Apostles. St. Paul is the only saint to be presented twice in these paintings,
contrary to the other apostles. How come?
Oh, who's this?
It's St. John, painted by Guido Rini.
Apostles.
Whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly, and whose glory is in their shame, who think only of earthly things. But though we, or an angel from heaven, preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. This only would I learn of you. Receive ye the Spirit by the works of the law, or by the hearing of faith? But when it pleased God, who separated me from my mother's womb, and called me by his grace.
Beautiful.
For I through the law am dead to the law, that I might live unto God.
So we did all those. Hold on, maybe... in here?
This I say therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind. In him God has chosen us before the foundation of the world, that we may be holy and blameless before him. Then they suborned men, which said, We have heard him speak blasphemous words against Moses and against God.
That's not it.
I and my Father are one. And he became very hungry, and would have eaten, but while they were made ready, he fell into a trance. Hey, there's a note here. A message from Mother in reply to E. We must leave urgently, but first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare. Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward? If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare? I must go beyond the nightmare. What does she mean by that? Clearly she must be trying to do something useful, but what? The nightmare. Does that remind me of anything?
Nightmare concept. Ooh.
It must surely speak of a place. Granting that this is the case, where might it be found?
Has to be...
I thought it would have been over there, but something's telling me that it isn't. I better keep searching. Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
The garden, huh? Bible's notes, I got them. Man, that is hard. That's hard. I like this game. It's really challenging. The good thing is we got 4 points unlocked, so that's good. So now we could actually unlock erudition, because we're really going to need that now. And logistics as well. We're going to unlock those. We still got one more to go, and that's diversion. So we're gaining knowledge little by little. Don't worry. We'll find the message. Let me see here. What we got here? So we still got locked diversion. So do we have any books on diversion? Let me see here. Questioning, manipulation, erudition. Nope. There we go. To start.
It's time I went back and joined everyone in the small salon.
So we gotta go down. Can't go up. Let me talk to him. Why?
You are expected in the small salon, sir.
I do not trust those guys in the masks. Poseidon or... That's not Poseidon.
Louis, I must speak to you.
What's the matter, Louis?
That's the Thunder God.
I have news about
Zeus.
your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
Must have been Emma I saw in my vision. I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay.
Oh boy, are we ready? Don't send her on my mother's trail, I'm sorry.
If mother's really killed her sister, I'd better find her by myself. They say they spent a lot of time together. They got along well.
Oh, really? Do you think your mother liked Duchess Hillsborough?
Of course she did. After all, she's your sister. Well, we'll find them, Emily. Trust me. Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
Oh man. I mean, oh man, I don't know. She killed her sister. I'm sure she's gonna want revenge, right? So I think it's best we keep it quiet, because if we tell her, she's gonna turn against us, I think. Oh, let's keep quiet for now.
Better keep that to myself for the time being.
Yeah.
Come, Louis. They're waiting for us.
Oh gosh, here we go. Someone's yelling.
You will pay dearly, Peru. I'm sure you were involved somewhere along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest.
But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
No, but hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
And what has Monsieur Peru done to once again provoke someone's anger?
We don't really know just yet.
I get the feeling it won't be long before it gets out.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds!
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined. What?
Oh, no.
The King of France is dead, gentlemen.
Oh, boy.
Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before. How dare they?
Oh, dear.
Oh, as if it...
Gracious.
Friends, let us calm down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial.
Ridiculous. bastard! He was sentenced to death by 361 votes to 360. You beheaded a king for 1 vote! Is that your democracy?
What an obnoxious act. Until this, anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please. Let us take a step back a moment.
In the name of holiness. He was the highest representative of God in France, Emily.
Think of the consequences of the order. Calm things down. This is level 2 psychology, so we'll use this one.
Gentlemen, Duchess, we're all among people of reputable company here. We should be able to manage the conflicts of our nations in a respectful and orderly manner.
I fully agree with you, sir.
But
that's enough, sir.
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Louis de Richet.
Are you related to Sarah de Richet?
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured. The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace, here I was preparing to introduce you, as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
Oh, man.
Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you, too. Of course.
Oh, here we go.
I heard about your mother's disappearance.
He looks concerned. I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
We found traces of her that would indicate she's still on the island.
Her personal belongings?
Yes, but nothing of great interest. Scraps of food, some clothes...
Ah, I see. Well, too bad. I shan't keep you, Monsieur de Richet.
All right, then.
Dang it.
Thank you.
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon. I must go now. I'll see you later.
Dang, it's only one chance? Wow. What is he hiding? Well, there's nothing I can do. I don't have enough points. It's okay, though.
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
I have the key for this. Yes, I do. Oh, beautiful.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of elixir.
Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character. Hey, these look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia.
Nice.
Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Dorkin? No idea. That's why I love looking around. They got all sorts of stuff around here. Ooh, I see something.
Pound.
Collector coins, baby. We love collecting coins, don't we? We definitely got to be smarter conserving our points. Well, we got a lot of elixir there, so what's troubling you, monsieur?
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
Conference.
Does expression "go beyond the nightmare" mean anything to you at all?
Well, Metaphorically, yes. It sums up the career of a soldier quite well. I doubt that is what you want to hear, though.
Indeed. That's surely not what I'm looking for.
Well, monsieur, if you are looking for a phrase book, Lord Mortimer must surely have one, given the number of books he has. You ought to check in the library of the tower. You never know.
Ah, good to know. We'll check out the tower.
Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
Let me see.
Meaning?
This gentleman enjoys people talking about him for too many reasons. His undeserved titles, more than 10 in just 4 years, and each one more prestigious than the one before.
You don't think he deserves them?
If I had seen him on the battlefield, there might be some doubt. But that is not the case. The Queen would rather not risk losing him, so she consoles him with awards and titles.
So you don't have a very positive opinion?
His coveting French Catalonia does not encourage me to have one.
I understand your point of view. Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
Whoa. Where are we? Oh, we're in the front hall. Okay. Let me see. What's this?
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
I would like to speak about your master, Lord Mortimer.
Do please excuse me, sir, but I shall make no comment about my master. Is there anything else that sir would like to know?
Let me see.
What can you tell me about the guests?
Do excuse me, sir, but I am bound by discretion to say nothing about Lord Mortimer's guests, sir. Perhaps sir would like to know something else?
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Jelly, baby. Carmelt water, not on elixir, no. Amber would be useful.
My good fellow, would you have any amber available?
I would, but unfortunately I don't think I am authorized to give it out, sir. I believe it is a precious stone.
No, I don't need to do that. Return.
A little Carmelite water would do me a lot of good. Could you find me some, please?
Oh, the tonics are under lock and key, sir. Lord Mortimer only allows access to them in cases of emergency.
Let me see. Nope, I'm good.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir, and I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Oh my gosh.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope sir will understand that I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Well, there you are then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But I...
Now!
But sir, I... Very well, sir. Here you are. May sir take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Well, bravo. Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you. Yes. Can you briefly describe the ground floor, please?
Very well, sir. On the ground floor, there are mainly living rooms. Sir finds himself at present in the Grand Hall. From the Grand Hall, Sir can access, on one side, the small salon, where the guests like to relax with a good book. From there, Sir can access the conference room, which is closed at present for preparations. That is where Lord Mortimer likes to gather all of his guests for talks. From the other side of the Grand Hall, Sir may access the dining room. That is where Sir's meals will be served. From the dining room, Sir may benefit from an exceptional view overlooking the island. It is also the best way to access the portrait gallery, where a large part of Lord Mortimer's works are exhibited. And in the gallery, Sir will also find access to the garden. But Sir may be reassured the building is accessible on both sides, so that it surrounds the garden in question. So, Sir should not find cause to worry. No one has ever gotten lost.
Yeah, except for my mother.
Has Sir another question?
What is outside on the island exactly?
Lord Mortimer has made a point of...
Okay, guys, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back, okay? Alright guys, sorry about that.
Keeping the main part of the island in its natural state, sir. For security reasons, only the wharves and the gardens are accessible to guests. If Sir would like to walk along the wharves, he has only to follow the pathway used upon his arrival. If he would like to walk in the interior gardens of the manor, I would advise Sir to pass through the portrait gallery. May I help Sir in any other way?
No, I think that should be it. Alright, let's get going. I think we talked enough, huh? Let's keep exploring. Let's go ahead and... What is this right here? Okay.
Ah, Louis. Just the man. Good Lord. How did the king come to be executed? I would think that the order would have intervened.
The king was playing with fire. He's worse off for himself.
Your Eminence, I haven't been following the case. I'm sure that the Order did everything in its power. Unfortunately, you know the situation in Paris, and, well, it's chaotic at best. Anything can happen in those revolutionary tribunals.
The king is the official representative of God on earth, my son.
Your Eminence, France has become a secular state. The king was just another citizen to them. He refused to admit his errors, looked down upon them, and attempted to escape. What did he expect?
France has lost all reason, Louis.
I invite you to speak about it with my mother as soon as she reappears.
Is there any news of her?
Well, I hope it won't be long before I find her, Your Eminence.
Now you wanted to speak to me.
If I say the nightmare to you, does it make you think of anything?
Your question is strange, my son. Difficult to say. Could you at least tell me a little more about the context?
Well, I mean, if it were a place or an object found on this island, what would you think of first?
The nightmare. No, I don't see anything. I'm sorry.
Well, that's too bad.
Ah, wait. I suppose it might be that horrible painting hanging in Lord Mortimer's study.
Pretend not to be that interested. Right. Well, don't worry about it. I was just curious.
Cool.
I was wondering what to think of that Manuel Godoy.
He is reputed to be a very ambitious character, at every level. But his faith is unwavering. He is a staunch defender of the church. You can believe me.
I'm sure a man like you is in the circle of trust. Would you know what the conference that Lord Mortimer mentioned is going to be about?
Not really, my son. Well, be it Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory, we are never informed about the theme of the conference before it begins.
Thank you for everything, Your Eminence. I shan't take up any more of your time.
You are welcome, my son. I will be seeing you, Louis.
So I have to go check that portrait. But we can still explore a little bit. Let's go ahead and do that. Because I still think we have a chest that we could open here.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
I can't unlock it. Dang it! What's this? So we have 2 boxes that we can unlock there. Alright, let me see here. First, let's see what that item that we had. 1 out of 5, 1 out of 4. Okay. Let's get going. Might find some stuff.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Oh. Nice. A coin. It's through here. I think this is the gallery. Yeah, we're back at the gallery. Okay. Now, we didn't really do too much searching around here, but I believe this is the... Oh, I can't get out. Can't go to the garden? Really? Thought I was able to. Oh, wow. Okay. I remember this place, but we don't need to go there. Maybe we can go through here. Ooh, have I been through here?
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
I have that key. No left key though. Cares. Alright, let's see. Devil's Horn. We got plenty of that already. Let me see. Ooh, locksmith's art. Beautiful. Let's see here. So there are a lot of treasure chests that we can unlock around here. Full on gold or elixir. Still cannot access the garden. That, I believe, is the conference room.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
More honey. Which I think we need to conserve those because, dude, it's so hard to find them. Let's go upstairs. There we go. Well, let's go to Mortimer's study, shall we, guys?
So, what did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
Could be in the painting. Let's check it out. What we got going on here?
Let's take a closer look.
Dang! Why do everything cost points?
No, what have we got here? Oh, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it. It's a book on the history of the Crusades. I don't think it has any connection with my research.
Let me see here.
A mynah bird. Sarah de Richet? Waldo, you know Sarah? Well, Waldo, is your master good?
Waldo. He's a cute little bird. Examine the berries. That costs 2. Oh, man. I know chocolate kills the bird. Dear Mr. Guido Poletti, I'm writing with regard to the dates of the paintings that I sent for your temporary exhibition. Please note that they are part of my private collection and are dated according to the Freemasons calendar, AL, in use at the time. As you may well have guessed, you must remember to subtract 4,000 years if you don't want the public to be surprised at the dating of the works. No need to remind you that the Freemason year AL begins in March, not January. About the longness painting, I took the liberty to have the spear touched up so it better corresponds to the actual spear. I cannot urge you strongly enough to do the same for yours. This is yours sincerely, Lord William Alexander Mortimer. Okay. Accounts for the year 1792. Whoa. Remember to reduce wood consumption next year. Okay, it looks like a list of what he has. That looks like a lock. That's chocolate. Chocolate will kill a bird.
Might come in handy.
Red berries. No, do not feed him chocolate.
A mina bird. Sarah de Richet? Waldo, you know Sarah? What? Repeat that, Waldo. Sarah? What about Sarah? Good God, what's been happening here? Well, Waldo, is your master good? I don't really know what I was expecting.
Well, that's good to know. That means she is here.
The nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think. There must be a mechanism somewhere.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
No, what have we got here? Well, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes.
Oh, would you look at that? Looks like a code.
Oh, what on earth is this? A ring lock now? Great. That's all I needed.
Oh boy, this looks complicated. Could be a code. Let me see here. Oh, there's a ring lock right here.
No, what have we got here? Well, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it.
These are numbers. Okay, so it's a lock. A code. Let me see. Can I grab any more berries? I don't think I can. Let me see.
A mina bird. Tell me the door code. Here I am talking to a bird. Shame on me.
Move away. Chocolate will kill him, I think.
Let's take a closer look. Judging by the shape, I'd say they're Criollo cocoa beans. The chocolate of the Mayas, the rarest of the beans. Some even say they're an aphrodisiac. When a product is in fashion, people attribute all sorts of virtues to it. Not
to be given to animals.
Yep, told you. Can't give it to pretty boy Waldo. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, let's go through our journal. Not our journal, I'm sorry. Inventory. Gotta be something. Let me see. There has got to be something to identify that. Let me see. Gotta be something around here.
History of the First Crusades by Pierre Amédée de la Sarde. Hey, the dates indicate AL, and it looks like 4,000 years have been added to our calendar. Oh, that counting system again.
Let me see. Analyze dates.
The Crusades took place not long after the year 1000. Here all the dates say 5,000 and something. I'm guessing this dating system begins 4,000 years before the calendar that we use. Yet, I'm getting the feeling that there's something else, another small detail, but what is it? The famous call of Pope Urban II. 20 years after the capture of Jerusalem from the Arabs by the Turks, Urban II convened the council. He promises a plenary indulgence to Christians who go and get Jerusalem back from the Turks. The result, the Jewish community on the road to Jerusalem found itself persecuted for no reason. 12,000 Jews would perish, not to mention the massacre of Ma'ara, where acts of cannibalism by Frankish crusaders were reported, or even the capture of Jerusalem, where approximately 30,000 were left dead. It signaled the beginning of centuries of wars of religion.
That's pretty crazy.
Or how Louis VII, King of France, eager to be pardoned for the death of thousands of innocent people in the fire of the Church of Vitry, convinces the Pope to authorize him to lead his own crusade. The result? In Germany, a new outburst of violence against the Jewish community, and a monumental fiasco by poor Louis VII, cuckolded by his wife's uncle.
Nasty, bro.
The famous call from Pope Gregory VIII in his Audita Tremendi bull of 5,187. Oh, the crusade where Richard the Lionhearted distinguished himself. It states the first sea blockade of Saint-Jean d'Acre was broken in the 12th month of 5,190 AL, whereas the siege had been going on for 2 years.
Okay. That's good to know. So there's other books over here. Whoa. What am I missing? Oh, those are just photos. Okay. We're seeing a book around here somewhere. Hold on, there's a spear here. But we don't need her yet. Hold on. What's this?
Which four-letter word could open this?
I don't know. I know I saw a book over here. The cardinal was reading it. Here it is. Let me see.
Well, well. History of the Mortimer lineage. Looks like his ancestors have always sought to improve society, and have had an open attitude towards the arts. Oh, the family tree. Lord William Alexander Mortimer. Lover of the arts and the sciences, he took up politics at an early age. After rapidly becoming influential,
he decides to retire from public life in order to organize conferences reserved for the elite with the aim of finding answers to world problems. Blah, blah, blah. He's also an only son, and the book doesn't mention any known descendant. All right. For one, the women of the lineage are not mentioned at all. What a cavalier attitude. Right. Let's see. Who else is there?
Ooh, okay.
Only son, a descendant with a singular name. He also took a wife and had only one child, named William again. Another at random. William Mortimer again. Only son, him too. Born in 1573 and died in 1665. The Mortimers lived to a ripe old age, that's for sure. Discreet again. The summary states that he was an excellent merchant, and that towards the end of his life, he entered politics?
The first William Alexander Mortimer. He was born in 1131 and distinguished himself during the Third Crusade, during which he rubbed shoulders with Richard the Lionheart. He showed outstanding bravery during the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
1131.
He died in 1211 in the country of Westford at the age of 80. What longevity. Nice. Nothing is mentioned about his wife.
1131 Line of Heart. I think I remember that painting.
William Alexander Mortimer I, the 12th month of Anno Lucis, 5190. That's a funny date.
No, it's not him.
A painting depicting the Third Crusade. It's titled Winter Before the Fall of Saint-Jean d'Acre. The Siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre was a major conflict during the Third Crusade. Richard the Lionheart and Philip Augustus fought to take the town back. It was the Crusaders' first operation to take back the Kingdom of Jerusalem. I get the impression I've seen that before.
Right.
In fact, I've read something on the Crusades before in the study. He clearly loves the subject.
Okay. I gotta find that Lionheart guy. Hold on. That's not it.
Hey, there are two dates on this painting. 1154 AD and 5154 AL.
11... Okay, hold on.
This painting isn't finished. And it looks like Mortimer probably did it. Not bad, but you can't exactly say it's been done in the style of the period. Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens.
Where is the Lionheart? I heard something about Lionheart. It has to be... Hold on. 1792, 1131. I remember that. That was his second relative, closest to his kin. So it has to be... Hold on. No, not yet, not yet. It has to be... Because 1131, divide that, add 30 to that. So 1131, 60, 70, add 40. And that turns to 91, I believe. Oh my god, I'm a genius, guys. God, I'm so good at math. Let's go! That's how we do it. So this must be the nightmare. Alright, well, let's take our time, shall we?
Let's see what you've been hiding, Lord Mortimer.
Right. Let's start off slow, okay? Dear Lord Mortimer, I am writing to ask you to persuade President Washington not to sign the Fugitive Slave Act as it stands. We must immediately legislate on a national level and not allow every state to choose their policy regarding slaves. It was initially intended to resolve a conflict between Pennsylvania and Virginia. By signing it as risk legislating the hunt of blacks. More and more men of little faith are becoming slave hunters and are unable to find any slaves on the run. They kidnap the first black they come across, which they pass off as the wanted runaway. The situation threatens to quickly degenerate. Thank you in advance, your friend John Adams. P.S. Say hello to my daughter Elizabeth for me. John Adams. Well, that makes sense. My lord, I hope this letter will reach you. My hours are numbered. My printing house has been confiscated, and I am in prison in the fortress of Schillingsburg. If by chance you could intervene in my favor, I would be eternally in your debt. The Cesarni Catherine should not be long in banning all Golden Order lodges from her territory. Our horizon has become considerably darker, in the hope that you can help me, your friend, Nikolai Novikov.
Moreover, it shows a fair number of sea voyages being organized towards the American continent. No doubt with slaves. How many men are broken in this trade? Tens of thousands each year, according to what people say. It shows the forces present in Africa. This is unexpected activity in this sector. It looks like there are also many unknowns, even for Mortimer.
Slave trade. That's what it is.
Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Tremor. He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in. And goes on.
Psychology.
There are hundreds of good ways to live life, but you only need one to convince the masses that it's the only one possible. The author isn't letting any ethical principles get in his way, is he?
Not at all. The gift has been delivered. Timur Shah Durini, King of Afghanistan, of Punjab, of Sinai, of Mashhad and Kashmir, should not retain his title much longer. His son, Zaman, will succeed him as planned. We will then be able to resume negotiations. Okay.
This shows the forces present in America.
Let's save some. My dear friend, with thanks for your services rendered and help in the fight against the Spanish and the conquest of Oran, a ship bound for Marseilles in France has been charted. Hidden aboard are a few corpses infected with the plague that is decimating our country at this moment in time. Please be very careful when handling these boxes because it is inadvertently opened. You risk spreading the disease all over France. Mohammed El Kever. Ooh, a plague? That's gross. My dear friend, as desired, I have been able to gather together my friends to sign the agreement you propose. This agreement shall be known as the Buttonwood Agreement. If you recall the place where we gathered when you met us for the first time, you will understand why this name was given. Please find enclosed a list of my colleagues. Leonard Blecker, 16 Wall Street. Hugh Smith, Canteen Coffee House. Armstrong and Barnwell, 58 Broad Street. Samuel March, 243 Queen Street. Andrew D. Barclay, 136 Pearl Street. Benjamin Sixas, 8 Hanover Square. John Henry, 13 Duke Street. John Bush, 195 Water Street. David Reddy, 58 Wall Street. Thanks to your help, we shall soon be able to meet at my place, the Tontine Coffee House, which is, I believe, the Tontine Coffee House should be Hugh Smith's place. I look forward to seeing you as soon as possible, Hugh Smith. Alright. What else we got around here? My dear friend, thank you for your words, and I do understand your situation. I regret having to confront you militarily, but if the situation obliges me to declare war, then do what you think fit. Under your advisement, with a weary heart, I am off to meet up with the Colinton that opposes you, in the hope of serving you again. George, King of Hanvar, King of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. He knows a lot of powerful people.
It shows the forces present in Europe. It's clear that France is surrounded by her enemies.
And that's why the king died.
A large number has been underlined in bold. 26 million. I know what it is. It's an estimation of my country's population. All our neighbors have far fewer inhabitants.
And there's a letter here, and there's something on the floor here. Nope, we don't need it. William, whatever your projects, it would seem that our father is against leaving you with a grip on Europe. Russia will soon commit itself to the coalition against your dear France. Don't think you can resist for long. I beseech you, William, not to persist. You are tearing our family apart. Your loving brother, G. P.S. I shall come to your conference, but do you think that holding it at the present moment is conductive? Oh, he's talking about the conference that's coming up. My dearest Lord Mortimer, as a friend of China, rest assured that you will be rewarded for your information. You need not worry about any scheming against us from Great Britain. Their representatives, Mr. McCartney, will leave with no hope of arrangements involving us. Your friend, Quinlong, Emperor of the Qing Dynasty. Jeez, he knows a lot of people. That's locked.
It's locked.
Yeah. Devil's Horn. Sir, your plans to intervene in Belgium are to go ahead as set down. I am to occupy the Prussian army. Your delivery of cannons to Valmy has assured our victory. As agreed, I have notified the King of Prussia of the invasion plans of Castine and the Army of the North. I will keep the Austrians out of Belgium. I am to quickly return to Paris, as I sense the fate of our King Louis is about to be decided dishonorably, and it is impossible for me not to intervene. Should you have any misuses to give to me, I invite you to go by, as per usual, our friend, Monsieur Peru. Oh, sincerely yours, Charles Francis, General of the Army of the North. Good to know, actually. Wow. My dearest Mortimer, I regret to inform you that it will soon be impossible to ignore pressure from the Russians. The Sogdian Catherine has every intention of supporting the Count of Provence and will recognize him as the regent of the Kingdom of France, once King Louis has disappeared from the political stage. I am sorry to announce bad news, but expect dark times ahead. Your friend, Ethelred Bayer.
A fine-looking map of the Orient, indeed.
That's it? Okay. So we pretty much seen all this. Let us see if you have the courage to face me alone.
This is my mother's writing. I've picked up her trail.
Oh.
What is she up to? Obviously she wants to lure Mortimer somewhere, but where? The only clue she's left for Mortimer is his stone sword. It must be intentional.
The garden.
It looks like a decorative sword, like from a statue, for example. And judging by the state of it, I'm guessing it's been left outside for a long time.
The garden.
I've absolutely got to find out where it came from.
Oh yeah. It's the garden. It's a statue item. It has to be outside. Ooh, man, look at this place.
Preservation using formaldehyde. Just as disgusting as ever.
That's gross. Basically, what formaldehyde is that, let's say you cut off a certain body part, a head, an eye, whatever, you throw it into that liquid, it conserves it to stay the same. So it doesn't die, it doesn't rot, it stays the same. What is that? Corpses. Something about corpses, like that. Or is it right here? Science. How's our talent in science right now? Let me see. No, it's unlocked. We still got to unlock diversion though. Yeah, okay.
Something strange about this table.
Examine the equipment, look at the instruments.
A little surgeon's perfect collection. What kind of experiments does Mortimer carry out here? It's a dissection table. So Mortimer does autopsies here on his desert island. But who is he doing autopsies on then?
I don't know. Well, now we know there's an immunity, which is science for Lord Mortimer.
Strange. I don't recognize the alphabet. I wonder where the pictograms are from. It isn't Egyptian or Hebrew. There are two inscriptions on the sides as well as on the top. No way to know what's underneath. Absolutely no idea what it's for, but I find this cue fascinating. Looks like obsidian or onyx. It must weigh a ton. These are feathers. Pigeon, probably. A skeleton by the name of Gustav, if the plaque on the plinth is anything to go by. Mortimer's given a name to his anatomy skeleton. That's morbid. Oh, his right hand is missing.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Dear Lord Mortimer, as agreed, I have changed your old lock from one of my invention. Drawing inspiration from your doctor friend, Mr. Guillotin, here is the model of your new lock. If you appreciate my prototype, it is difficult to imagine how it all fits together, but it will be located in the middle of the present door. The aim being to alter nothing of the door's functionality, but to add a bit of spice. Depending on the lineup of the wheels, the aforementioned lock will open, or will punish the snooper whose faith is not strong enough. I call my invention the judgment of faith because it is a snooper. If unable to resist opening it, they will be punished. I hope you'll appreciate the irony of the situation. Oh boy. Could be that lock that we just unlocked. Dear friend, who is the most admirable of all Olympians? None other than the king of the gods, of course. Unlike his father Kronos, he learned to make equal use of his strength and wisdom. Instead of fearing the power of his children and brothers, he accepted to share the world with them. Men fear his thunder and praise his justice. He reigns but doesn't dominate. Oh. It's gnarly.
That must be for writing the homing pigeon messages.
Man, look at all this stuff. This guy's a genius.
An iron mask. I wonder who it's for.
I don't want to know what it's for. Lord Mortimer, the tiger is dying. On your demand, I have attacked Tranaucourt and personally cut the throats of as many Englishmen as possible, though without help from the French. I cannot hold them off much longer. My forces are rapidly diminishing in spite of your new rockets. Help us.
Look, a pack of tarot cards. Has he been reading the cards? Mortimer? That would surprise me. It is a typical draw on a line that answers a specific question. To the left, temperance, that announces a reward for one who patiently waits before taking any action. And in the middle, the chariot, which symbolizes triumph and business success. To the right, the emperor evokes a future full of power and stability. Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for. I'm a little surprised at Mortimer. I didn't seem as the type to be organizing little pagan parties, invoking occult powers, and dancing naked under the full moon. I'm more used to seeing cheap charms like this sold by charlatans in Pré Saint-Gervais.
3 rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long.
Yo, thank you. Dear Lord Mortimer, be assured of my entire devotion. As agreed, the Vendi peasantry will soon rise up. My network is striving to increase the pressure of the masses. The decision of the Assembly, which consists of voting the civil constitution of the clergy, is implementing the region. The people overwhelmingly reject the priests and swear loyalty to the state. If you could ensure that the convention will administer the final blow to the people, the issue will be resolved. Without wishing to direct you, a forceful recruitment for a fair-away conflict would be a perfect way to arouse the people indefinitely. Your devoted servant, Francis... That's way too long. Key with an occult fire symbol.
Am I seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science. Even at the Order, it took us ages to get one of those.
Immunity is science. Dang, he is an interesting one, ain't he? Here we go. Mortimer, where are you? Science, he's very strong in that area.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
That's what I have. I don't have the right key yet, though. Dang it. More jelly. My dearest friend, our plans are going ahead wonderfully well. The Coin Act has been voted. Your project of founding the very first Bank of America should not be delayed and will probably be called Union Bank. As for the construction of the White House, it will still die to begin in October. I will accept no delays. You can trust me on this. I hope to see you soon. Thomas Jefferson. Whoa.
A table of alchemical elements. So, Lord Mortimer also studies alchemy? It seems like he's interested in everything.
Alright. Looks like I looked at all those. I mean, I can.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
I could use that, right? I could. Just collector coins? Are you serious right now? My lord. Oh, I got a lot of them. I checked everything here. I gotta find that skeleton's arm. His arm's missing. There's gotta be something I missed. I've pretty much seen everything here. Oh yeah, let me get that. I just used one. Thank you. Alright.
Oh shit. How am I gonna get out of here now?
So let me see. 1191 was the last code, right? So it'll be...
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side. Looks like the same as the one on the other side.
Okay. So 1191 was there, right? So Will it be 1? Could be wrong. 9-1. Oops. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me see here. Oops.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Hang on, hang on. Give me a sec here. 0, 0. Okay, hold on. 1, 1.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side. Whoa, whoa. If the grid closes a bit more every time I enter a wrong date, I'd better not mess up again. Doesn't seem to be working.
Okay, now this is where we gotta work harder. Okay. So we did, let me see. So we did do 1191 on the outside. Do you remember, what do you call it? Use my head. Hold on, guys. One 1191. 1191. Okay, hold on. Dang it. Remember, it's 1191. The 1191. Let me see. One 1191. I think it was okay. I think that should do it. Please tell me that's right. It's a mix.
Like
it's the opposite.
As the one on the other side.
So 1191, you would turn the opposite way around. God, I hope it's right. Oh yes, let's go. I'm not telling no one how I got that. It took me to study it. I used my head. Use your head, guys. That's what this game's for.
Better not dwell on it then.
Gotta use your head in this game, guys. Alright. So where are we headed to? Find out the origin of the sword. I believe it's in the garden. Seems like I did pretty damn good, guys. I think this was a W. Oh, here we go. Alright, so finally that's all. So they're all unlocked now, guys. So, okay. One there. Politics, one there. We gotta balance out everything, okay, guys? Validate. Now, what did I have so far? I need to get diversion, science, erudition. I think erudition is going to be very useful. Hold on. Erudition, erudition. Ooh. Yeah, that's great.
This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer. There's no doubt about it. All right, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
All right.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
Oh, for God's sake, just ask them. We must absolutely inform Sir Gregory. How long has he been trying to collect all the spears?
I must have brought him the first one 20-odd years ago.
Do you know if he has managed to get the original?
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican. He made me replace them with copies. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
Aha. I can see very well you do not understand. You have done nothing less than sign our death warrants, and still you don't understand.
Someone is listening.
What? Monsieur de Richet, why not join us rather than find yourself eavesdropping?
Well, I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Of course you didn't. So, my son, what can we do for you?
I didn't mean to spy on you, but you caught my attention. Please excuse me if I interrupt, gentlemen. I didn't want to disturb you. Please, carry on. Your Eminence, you were talking about the Holy Spear, if I remember correctly. The one that killed Christ on the cross. Is that right?
Indeed, Louis. I was just telling Mr. von Waldner about the Lord Mortimer's keen interest in the relic. He's been collecting them for years in the hope that he'll find the real one.
Enough! Please leave us, monsieur. His Eminence and I wish to finish our discussion alone. Leave us now.
I can't go in rooms right now? Interesting. Okay. That's fine. Let's go downstairs, shall we? I think we should go to the garden. What's going on here?
I am sorry, sir, but the conference room is under preparation and is consequently inaccessible to guests.
Yeah, no problem.
Could you perhaps help me?
What can I do for you, sir?
Where did this sword come from?
From the garden, sir.
Haha, knew it.
That sword belongs to one of the statues in the garden.
Thank you very much.
Don't mention it, sir.
Beautiful. But before I go there, hold on. Golden elixir, I'm full. More collector coins.
A fragment of amber.
Nice.
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
I don't have the left one. It's okay. Let's go straight to the garden. Here we go.
The sword probably came from this garden, but what could it have been used for?
A lot of things, my good sir. But we'll find it.
Golden elixir.
It's okay. No problem. Oh gosh, this guy again.
Well, Monsieur de Richet, What brings you here?
I just happened to be passing.
Of course you were. Say no more. I will take my leave. I certainly don't want to be mixed up in your plans.
That guy always a douche or what?
Ariadne. In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth. Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart. I guide this sword that will kill the monster. Let's see. A crack as long as my finger. What's going to happen if I've got it wrong? Ariadne. I guide this sword that will kill the monster. I'll try something else.
Could be wrong, you know? Let's just explore for now. Might be some things that I need. Yes, sir. Doggy. Thank you for that. I love it. More information, I can take it. Knowledge is power, guys. I love the little maze here.
Icarus. The son of Daedalus and Nocrate. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, they came unstuck and he fell to his death.
Wow.
Pity. I am the innocent one, sacrificed for the sins of the father. Well, let's keep going.
Yay. What's this?
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Oh, wow, look at this.
Asterion. It is rare to see him like this. In general, he's represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur.
The famous son of Minos and Pasiphae.
This statue has a crack in it. Right. We'll soon see.
Let's check it out, huh?
Theseus, son of Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur. Looks like a crack has been made on his torso. As long as a finger. I'd say between 6 and 8 centimeters. I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
I'm sure she did. Beautiful.
Minos, son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete. Married to Pasiphae, he had many children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue. His gesture sealed his fate.
The crack is in the region of the heart. It's a thin crack as long as a finger. A blade could easily enter.
Let me go get the sword. Maybe it's him.
A Styrion. Minos. The crack is in the region of the heart.
Whoa. Haven't came here yet. Ooh.
I wonder what this kiosk is doing in the middle of the garden. Too cramped to be able to do much. Well, there must be something going on there.
Oh yeah.
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete.
Alright, well, let's continue anyways.
Golden elixir, we're full.
Daedalus. He's the architect of the labyrinth, and if I'm not mistaken, he's also the father of Icarus. Hey, there's a crack in this statue too. The crack is thin and about as long as a finger.
What does this do?
What is that? Looks like a sort of opening mechanism.
Did it work? I hope we don't die.
Whoa.
What's going on?
Again?
You can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me. Now get out!
Whoa.
What was that? That's the third time in 3 days.
The blood?
Let's see if you're in there, Mother.
Oh boy.
crystals.
Amber crystals.
Bandages? Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes.
No way. Oh boy.
Damn it, Mother. Now what's happened?
Don't move!
Oh gosh.
Wait, I'm not armed.
Who are you?
Good God, Mother, what have you—
Tell me who you are!
What the heck is going on? Wow. Yeah, let's go. We did find her mom. She looks terrible, by the way. Alright, so what we got so far? 3. Increase that to 2. Politics 2. Diversion. We'll get diversion to 2. That's what I'm talking about. Pretty good for chapter 2. Alright guys, give me a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. After my break, we're gonna go ahead and hit chapter 3, and then we're gonna get into it more, okay? Hope you guys like this video. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, thumbs up, or thumbs down if you don't like the material. I always like feedback in the comments. Until then, I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.